Before YouTube had rules, before TikTok had filters, there was LiveLeak, a place where the internet showed what it couldn't forget. In the late 2000s, 3 clips appeared there that police later confirmed were real. A phone video from a basement in Ukraine, a live stream traced back to Manila, and a surgical recording discovered in Bangkok. Each began as content and ended as evidence. Within weeks, the uploads were removed, re-uploaded, mirrored, and finally banned across every platform. But by then, investigators already had copies. These are the stories behind the files that refused to disappear. The moments when the web stopped being entertainment and became a crime scene. It began in July 2007, outside the industrial city of Dnipropetrovsk, Ukraine. Cyclists on a forest path found a man's body near the road. He had been killed with blunt force. At first, police believed it was robbery. Over the next 3 weeks, 11 more victims appeared, elderly people, a young mother and her child, a student walking home. Nothing connected them except geography and brutality. The pattern made investigators suspect a thrill crime spree. Detectives canvassed pawn shops, hospitals, and video stores. Then one officer noticed something strange, a stolen cell phone being used under a new number. When they traced it, they arrested 2 19-year-olds, Viktor Sayenko and Igor Suryan. Inside Sayenko's computer were dozens of image and video files, all time-stamped during the murders. One of those clips, filmed on a Nokia 6230, would later leak online under a name that millions would recognize: 3 Guys, 1 Hammer. Police confirmed its authenticity. The footage had been shared privately before being uploaded to LiveLeak in 2008. Where it spread worldwide within hours. Ukrainian authorities moved quickly to have it removed, but digital copies multiplied across mirrors and torrent sites. In court, both men were charged with 21 murders. They showed no remorse, claiming they filmed to remember. The presiding judge called it a crime against humanity committed with consumer electronics. Sayenko and Suryan were sentenced to life imprisonment without parole in 2009. For Ukraine, the case marked the first time a viral video became primary evidence. For the Internet, it was the moment a camera phone turned into a weapon of immortality, a crime that could never be deleted. By the time the trial opened in 2008, the case had already left Ukraine's borders. Copies of the leaked video were circulating across LiveLeak, Best Gore, and file-sharing sites. Foreign media called it the murder that the Internet refused to bury. Inside the Dnipropetrovsk Regional Court, prosecutors presented 21 counts of murder, plus evidence of filming, weapon possession, and robbery. The footage itself was shown only to the judges and jury. Reporters outside described hearing gasps from within the chamber before the doors were sealed. According to the official transcript, both Viktor Sayenko and Igor Suryan remained silent through most proceedings. When questioned about motive, one replied simply, "We wanted to feel something real." Psychiatrists testified that the pair were fully sane-driven, not by ideology, but by boredom and thrill-seeking. Ukraine's Justice Ministry coordinated with Interpol to remove mirrored uploads. LiveLeak moderators issued a rare public statement. "We confirm this video is real. We have deleted it at the request of law enforcement." But by then, the damage was irreversible. Digital forensics experts tracked thousands of downloads within 48 hours of the first post. Each mirror created 10 more. On February 11, 2009, both men were found guilty of premeditated murder and sentenced to life imprisonment without parole. A third accomplice, responsible for driving and filming, received 9 years. The court banned publication of the victims' names to protect surviving families. For Ukraine, it was more than a criminal case, it was a new legal frontier. The first time viral media was recognized as criminal evidence and moral trauma simultaneously. The verdict forced global platforms to confront a question they still struggle with today. When documentation becomes spectacle, who decides when to hit delete? In August 2012, cybercrime analysts at the Philippine National Bureau of Investigation noticed a strange pattern on Tor-based chat logs seized from a child exploitation server. Hidden inside an encrypted folder was a link to a live stream titled Manila Show 01. When they followed it, the stream had already ended, but its metadata remained. It pointed to a residential address in Quezon City. According to the official incident report, investigators coordinated with Interpol's IACC unit in Singapore to trace the connection through a VPN exit node in Taiwan. Within days, the team identified a 32-year-old Filipino national, Mark Welsh, a former IT technician who advertised exclusive streams for research purposes. When agents raided his apartment on September 3rd, they found 2 computers running capture software, a webcam pointed at a makeshift table, and a stack of external drives. On one drive was a complete recording of the session that had appeared on LiveLeak a week earlier before being taken down for violating terms of service. It was the first confirmed case in Southeast Asia of a torture for-profit livestream hosted through darknet relays. Digital forensic logs showed viewers connecting from 6 countries. Each had paid cryptocurrency for access. Interpol classified the material under restricted case code PH-Stream12, later used in cyber law training. During interrogation, Welsh reportedly said he considered himself a director of truth. He claimed he wanted to prove that people would watch anything if it was framed as content. The NBI arrest warrant cited Republic Act 10,175, the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. He was convicted on multiple counts of human rights violations and sentenced to life imprisonment in 2014. The recording itself was never released. Only its existence remains documented, a reminder that for a brief moment, pain was broadcast like a performance and the world clicked without looking away. After Mark Welsh's arrest, investigators discovered that the Manila stream wasn't a one-time broadcast. Forensic analysis of his drives revealed at least 8 archived sessions recorded between 2011 and 2012. Each was titled with neutral file names, Session 01.mp4, Test Stream 02.mkv, and stored with Bitcoin transaction logs. Interpol's IACC division confirmed that the same streaming framework had been advertised across multiple darknet boards, mostly under the guise of behavioral research. In reality, it was a black market pay-per-view system. Users paid through crypto wallets, accessed through Tor, and joined live sessions via mirrored RTSP feeds. When LiveLeak moderators removed one of the clips in mid-2012, investigators realized the case had already crossed borders. Evidence packets were shared with the FBI's Cyber Task Force and Europol's EC3 in The Hague. In total, 11 foreign users were identified and prosecuted between 2013 and 2016 under existing cyber abuse laws. For the first time, streaming metadata itself was treated as a crime scene. IP hops, timestamps, and encrypted chat logs replacing physical evidence. In 2015, the Philippine Supreme Court cited People v. Welsh in a ruling that expanded digital jurisdiction. It recognized live streaming of real violence as cyber participation in physical crime. That precedent has since been quoted in UN digital rights reports. The apartment where the streams were filmed has since been demolished. In its place stands a small internet cafe. When a journalist visited the site years later, the owner said he'd heard the story, but didn't believe it had really happened. He said, "People here see worse things online every day." For investigators, that was the lasting lesson. The footage could be deleted. The platform could be shut down. But the mindset that turned cruelty into content was already global. In late 2018, Thailand's cybercrime division intercepted a private Telegram group called Med Market Asia. On the surface, it shared surgical tutorials, but investigators noticed something wrong. The videos were filmed in abandoned buildings, not hospitals. One file stood out, a 23-minute clip titled Patient Zero, Bangkok. It showed what appeared to be a surgical procedure performed on a restrained subject. Authorities cross-checked the metadata with local power grid data and identified a possible filming site in Pathum Thani province, north of Bangkok. When police raided the location, they found surgical lights, blood-stained drapes, and multiple camera tripods still plugged into a generator. The building had once been a cosmetic clinic. Its owner, Dr. Natapol S., had been missing since 2016. Forensic analysts traced the clip's upload chain through Telegram bots that automatically mirrored content to LiveLeak for archival. That's how the video briefly surfaced in January 2019 before moderators removed it within an hour. But in that short time, it was downloaded hundreds of times. CSD investigators later confirmed that the channel had over 7,000 members, mostly cryptocurrency-verified accounts. Each paid a fee for rare procedures. Payment led to encrypted download links hidden under medical labels such as laparoscopy 01 or neurostudy 03. By early 2020, Thai authorities had seized 14 servers and arrested 6 suspects, including 2 ex-medical students. Interpol supported the takedown, calling it the first recorded instance of surgical content used as dark market currency. The Bangkok organ tape never reappeared online, but its stills, sterile hands, improvised lighting, human shadows continue to circulate on hidden forums, stripped of context, turned into myth. It blurred the line between surgery, sacrifice, and spectacle, the anatomy of exploitation filmed in real time. The arrests came quietly. In February 2020, Thai Cybercrime Division units executed coordinated raids across Bangkok and Chiang Mai. 6 suspects were detained, 2 former medical interns, a cryptocurrency broker, and 3 freelance technicians. Their devices contained fragments of the original Patient Zero video, along with transaction records linking them to overseas buyers. Interpol analysts confirmed payments routed through privacy coins and offshore wallets. The money trail led to servers in Russia and Malaysia, but jurisdiction ended there. Thai authorities classified the case as a cross-border biomedical crime, the first of its kind. During interrogation, one suspect described the operation as a documentary about rebirth. He claimed the videos symbolized purification through pain. The statement was later read in court without translation. Prosecutors said it wasn't philosophy. It was marketing. By late 2021, all 6 defendants were convicted under Thailand's Anti-Human Trafficking Act and Cybercrime Code. The lead technician received 42 years. 2 medical interns received 27 years each. The footage was destroyed under judicial supervision, though fragments still resurface in dark web archives under altered file names. Forensic researchers at Chulalongkorn University now use the case in ethics lectures. They show no video, only metadata. One slide reads, "When a lens becomes currency, humanity becomes collateral." Since LiveLeak's shutdown in 2021, discussions about the Bangkok organ tape have turned into digital folklore. Some doubt it ever existed. Others claim to have seen a copy. What remains documented is the investigation and the silence that follows when horror loses its audience. Today, the servers are gone, the buildings repurposed, the usernames abandoned. But the questions remain. Who watches when no one admits to watching? And how much of the Internet's memory is built on what we tried to delete? If you thought the horror ended here, you're wrong. What other dark rituals and forbidden practices are still being performed in secret? Dive deeper into the chilling world of haunted ceremonies, banned footage, and eerie folklore that refuses to stay buried. Click on the playlist to uncover terrifying recordings, lost evidence, and disturbing stories they never wanted you to see. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for weekly uploads of spine-tingling footage and dark tales that echo from the shadows. This is the Forbidden's Archive, where the hidden truth and haunting evidence come to life.